Hey, yo, what's going on? Vandal here. We're back early morning on my side, late night in Malaysia. I've got Rhymebook with me. What's going on?
Nothing much. The usual working on some music currently.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm super excited for this week's episode. This is going to be what, episode 8 already? Oh my gosh, time is flying by. And we are almost like 2/3 of the way through the pop-up season 2, and September 26th, you don't want to miss out. Saturday coming up. So Rhyme Book, since we've known each other already for a little while, and I know about what you do and stuff,
Mhm.
I want to pass you the mic and let the people know a bit more about yourself, where you're from, what you do, how you got started, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rhymebook. Um, I'm Rhymebook. Born and raised in Kuching, and I've been making music since I was 16, 17. That's um 2004, I think. It's a long time ago, so I'm very, very old. But yeah, I started off actually as a songwriter for my cousins because they have this crew, right? They were breakdancing, they were beatboxing, they were making beats, they were making songs, they were rapping. So I was just helping them with the lyrics. And then they found out that I can sing and rap as well. So they wrote me in. So it became a crew with three boys and a girl. It's kind of like a typical, fresh
Black
hip
Eyed
hop
Peas.
group. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where it started. And then from there we made like 5 songs and we sent it to the local radio station. If you're from Kuching, you know Cats FM. And we also sent it to Express. That time there was Express, so we sent two the whole all 5 songs, but only one got played. It's very old now. I don't have the song anymore. And then from there we branch out. Like this person is focusing on breakdancing, this person is focusing on beat making. So I was more on creating the story, creating the rap, the singing. Um, and then after that we all went to school. We went to college and all that. So I started doing things by myself. Until now, I've been doing things by myself, but I have also been collaborating with my other cousin. So he kind of produced most of my tracks. So I will compose it, we'll write it together, and then tell him, I want it to be like this, like this, like this. So he will be the one who will come up with the end result. Other than that, I've also been doing like a 1 minute rap on Instagram. If you've seen that, I call it
Mm-hmm.
Mumbling Monday. But
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing it for a while now because I don't have the time. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I also collaborated with a few people. Um,
Yeah,
Sanofi.
talk about that one. Talk about your last collaboration with Norman and
Uh, um, we recently released a song called "Moments in Time." I wrote that when the pandemic first hit us during the MCO. So during the MCO. So everyone was going through a really tough time. Everyone, they're losing their family members, their friends, and all that. So I felt like this is something very personal. And the first, like, in the last 3 years, 3 years in a row, including this year, I have lost my next of kin. I've lost my nephew. I've lost my uncle. I've lost my cousin. My cousin committed suicide. And a few weeks ago, I've lost my grand uncle to cancer. So I felt very heavy in my heart. So I told Norman that, hey, I have this song. I want to make this song, but I'm not going to rap in it. I'm just going to sing. And I want you to rap in the song. And I was like, okay, cool. I will work on it. So we work on that. It's kind of like my first experiment doing ballad, just purely singing. So it's already out there. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out. It's called Moments in Time, Rainbow featuring Son of Age.
nice. And so talk a little bit about maybe about your family, because I know that you're not the only musical talent within the family, and you do work with your siblings as well. And I believe that's also one of your origin stories. Maybe you
Yeah,
can talk a bit about that.
Um, well, my family is everyone is musically inclined. Uh, my great grandmother, she was a singer. For uh, not to say patriotic songs, but I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, she was a singer. My great grandmother was a singer. My maternal great grandmother and my paternal grandfather, he was also a singer. He had a group like a boy band, you know. And then my dad, my uncle, they have their own band. And then my cousins, some of uh some of my cousins, they have their own bands. They play punk, they play rock, they play metal. I'm the only one doing hip hop. And of course, my other cousin who's also producing with me. So we're the only
Hmm.
ones doing hip hop. And my sisters, they're also performers. They sing, they write songs as well. My other sister recently released a single also. It's more of like a mix of Calvin Harris, Chainsmokers kind of genre. What genre? I don't know what you call that genre.
Pop?
I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, so everybody contributes. We collaborated a few times. One song we performed at your the event that you organized last year,
Hmm.
Yaske Ali, if you
Yep.
remember. So two of my
Yeah.
sisters came down and performed together with me. So the song was called Monochrome Tales.
Yeah. I like that one.
Again, if you haven't checked it out, it's also on Spotify and it's on YouTube, I think. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah. We are actually planning on recording a new track this weekend itself.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So
But
we'll,
we'll talk
we'll
more about that when it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, and I'm sure once people, when they watch the interview and they can go and follow you on your social medias, we'll have all the information down in the description, and yeah, and then they can see what you're up to and follow your journey and everything, right?
Oh yes.
So let's talk a bit about the collaboration with Kaze, aka Chamology. It was kind of like a random, I wouldn't say like a random selection in terms of how we paired people up for this season. But I think that your pairing with him was random, and it just so happens to be that both of you are in Malaysia, and that you've had you have a easier time connecting over there in the same time zone that some of our other
Yeah.
collaborators have had. So maybe you can share a bit about the process and the song as well.
I actually have not met him. We were discussing about the collaboration via email. We have each other's phone number, but we never really discussed over WhatsApp or over phone calls. But the email, I kind of like the emailing
Hmm.
process. It feels very, what you call value. It feels very almost analog. I
Hmm.
don't know, but I like the so he sent me, we discussed the visual, the animation, how we want each other to look like on the cover art. And because the song Jump to the Rhythm is very upbeat. It's more like a dance kind of music, but also there's rapping in it, there's singing in it. It's a
Hmm.
feel good song. So yeah, it's called Jump to the Rhythm. So it's more like, hey, come on guys, let's party, be happy, hey kids, kind of inviting people to just dance, have a good time. So
Yeah,
so we discussed the idea. I said let's make it a happy visual. So but I leave the creative to him because he's very talented. I saw his work on Instagram and all that. I like his graffiti and all that. So I leave the creative to him. Um yeah, other than that, he also said he liked the song. So I guess it's cool. Yeah.
I think you guys might have met once
Really?
because he was doing the event in the alleyway when we did the alleyway party. He was one of the graffiti artists who was painting there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there is a
Yeah.
possibility that you might have met already. It is a small world, though. Um, I think the The line is a bit choppy, but we got you back. All right. Okay, cool. You froze up for a minute, but it was a good freeze. You were like smiling. It's cool though. All right. Nice. So maybe talk a bit more about the song itself then. Jump to the rhythm, like maybe you know, what it means to you, the process, who you worked with, and that kind of thing.
Okay. Uh, you're freezing now.
Oh, okay. Did you hear what I said? Just asking about the song, Jump to the Rhythm, and what it means to
No.
you, and how you created it, and who you worked with.
um, to the rhythm, it was a while back. Let me try to recall the process. It was very random. It was very random when you told me that there's an event and you wanted me to perform. I was like, oh crap, I don't have new songs. So because before that I released a very heavy, almost rapcore kind of song called Quake, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
My place. So to me, both of the songs, I don't know how to perform it, because it's and I don't think it's suitable for the event that you were organizing. So I thought maybe I should do something feel good, something fun, something that you won't overthink about life. Because the other two songs that I released is they're very very intense, so I don't
Yeah.
think it's suitable for the event. So I was like, okay, let's come up with something upbeat. And I was just randomly writing. I was typing on my phone. That's usually how I write my songs. I just type it on my phone, and then I will come up with the melody after.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa. It depends. I don't have a specific process. I would either write the song first or come up with the melody first. But for this song, I wrote the lyrics first on my phone. And then I work on the beat, and I told my cousin, hey, let's work on this because this is one of the songs that I want to perform at the event. So at the event, I performed three songs: Monochrome Tail with my sister, Beat Rock, and Jump to the Rhythm. And but
Mm-hmm.
Jump to the Rhythm was specifically made actually for QIGS.
Nice. And you had the crowd jump into the rhythm also.
Yeah.
I
So
remember. I recall.
and you were at the back. You were behind the what you call it, that DJ
The
thing.
DJ console. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so well, people are going to get a taste of the song. The song has already been out, so if they're quick, they can probably go and listen to it even before the show comes in. When they watch this, they can go search it up and find it on all of the streaming platforms. And yeah, so okay, so let's kind of get in a bit about the blockchain stuff and the
Right.
NFTs and that kind of thing, and just kind of get an idea of, you know, where you're at with that, if you've been following along, like are you into cryptocurrencies, like what's your
Bro,
thoughts about it
this is
all?
very alien to me.
But
It's alien to me.
you've seen our previous events inside
Yes,
Cryptovoxels.
I saw the events, yeah.
So
And
what
you
do you,
remember that time I met you, you were showing me, the things how it work on your phone. But to be honest, it was like I was a bit okay. I need you to explain again to me. So I'm a bit slow in this kind of thing. So yeah,
well, it's kind of like video. Well, Cryptovoxels is sort of like a video game in many ways, where you kind of navigate through this virtual world, and you can go and do things inside it. And you know what we've been doing with the pop up is creating these
yeah,
art and music experiences that people, you know, can come and be a part of. And we talk about cool collaborations, like
yeah.
what's happening this Saturday on the 26th with rhymebo0k and Chamology, aka Kaze. You know, so don't miss it. And yeah, so like I don't know, like we did I think we had a few discussions about the blockchain stuff.
We did,
So
yeah.
pretty much do you have a MetaMask and an Ethereum wallet set
I
up?
do, I do, I do,
Ah,
I do.
okay,
I'm
okay. So
still figuring it out. I still figuring
uh-huh.
it out, but yeah, I set it up already. Yeah.
Okay, so in that sense, you're already initiated.
Oh,
you've
really?
taken the first step, because without having your wallet set up, you can't really interact with a lot of the websites
Yeah.
that are Web3 enabled. So what was it like, the process of setting it up? Like, did you?
It took me a while. I mean, I was because you know, like I said, this is very alien to me, and I was so glad that you were online. Then I asked you, how do I do this? And you were very helpful. But then again, it's something that I have to understand myself. I have to learn and use it myself. So this is I find this very interesting because people talk about blockchain like since a couple of years back. I was like, what is this? But I wasn't interested in it. And then until I had to write not a report, kind of like a short article about a big data. It's related, isn't it?
Mhm.
So I wrote something related to that, and then you had this talk that you were attending in Cyberjaya, if I'm not mistaken, but I couldn't go for that one. So and then you started talking to me about this event that the virtual cryptovoxel that you're doing, and it was still very alien to me until I tried myself, until I set it up myself, until I watched the event, and I was like, oh, so this is what it was talking about. This is very cool. I think it's good also. In a way, we get to earn. We're earning, are we? Are we earning from this? Yeah,
Mhm.
cool. But how else can we benefit from this for the creative and for you as well?
Well, I think the primary benefit is really like your uh, peer-to-peer interactions, transactions. So, for example, rather than a platform, well, I guess there's still platforms involved, but to be honest, it can be, you can move things off platform and just transfer peer to peer. So if you have, let's say, your digital art or your recordings or your audio NFTs, and you have someone who wants to buy it, the transaction is peer to peer. So it goes straight from them to you, and there's very little friction in between. So a lot of times we look at it like you're kind of removing a middleman in a lot of ways, and then you're enabling that connection between you and the supporter or your fan or the person interacting with you, which I think is makes it more, it's more beneficial to both parties, because
Right,
you
right.
know, you as the artist, you have control over producing your content, setting the price for what you want it to be, and enabling the the purchaser or the supporter or fan or whatever to directly get it from you.
Mm-hmm.
So those are one of the, that's I think one of the key things when it comes to artists,
Right.
on using blockchain projects to host their art and stuff. In my opinion, that's what I think. You know,
Right.
there's so many different use cases though, in a lot of ways, but it's just such a vast um, industry, and
Mm-hmm.
it covers like pretty much all the industries, which is interesting. So we're now, you know, we're, our focus is music and art, and you know, we're seeing a lot of disruption, kind of on the verge of really like making an impact with different platforms that are utilizing blockchain, because it benefits those, it benefits the users, the
Mm-hmm.
creators and the consumers. So
So now okay. Let's make this a two-way thing. I kind of like so now you're focusing on music and visual artists. What are you gonna do next? What is direct? Is it gonna be under DAOrecords or what's the
um well, there's a few things. Unfortunately, the other night I accidentally deleted the website, the whole
what do you
website
what do
and
you mean you
everything.
deleted the website?
I was trying to upgrade the theme, and I guess I pushed the wrong button and I deleted the website. But it's okay because I wanted to. Well, it's not okay because I have to do a lot of things over again, and I've lost, you know, the blog posts and everything else that I've put up. But
Right.
at the same time, I think it's good for a fresh start because, we are planning to take a new direction. Well, not a new direction, but redefining
Expand.
our focus. Well, not expanding, uh, contracting into more of a focused area where, with the new site, hopefully we can make that make a visual representation of that, which is focused more on the content that we're creating,
Mm.
um, all of it, including the pop-up stuff. Whereas I think on the website previously, I hadn't really been including, with the exception of blog posts, I haven't really been including the other audio NFTs that we've been doing this whole
Right.
season. So, that's something that I'm going to change up with the website this time around, and just play around. But yeah, it's just more work to do, but it's all right. We're getting there, and
Yeah.
ultimately, it's about, I think for DAOrecords, it's about creating a platform for people that's easy to use.
That's cool.
So
I mean,
so that's what's going to happen.
that's what we know you as, the person who provides a platform for whatever creative project out there, especially in the hip hop scene. For first you did TYGS, and then now this. So yeah, that's what we know you are. I mean, that's kind of like how I would define you. Besides, as a creative person as well, you kind of, you what you call it? I forgot the word, but you know what I
Organizer,
mean.
manifester.
Yeah, organizer and
Yeah,
platform provider.
platform provider. I like that. That's going to be my new
Yeah,
my new Twitter
yeah,
head tagline: platform provider.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can
Awesome,
give me
awesome.
resume.
So I think I'm going to wrap it up now, but are there any shout outs that you want to give, like, ahead of time?
Well, you're gonna talk to Kaze after this, so
Hmm.
help me say hi to him,
All right.
and I'm gonna say hi to everybody who's watching this, and I hope you guys enjoy the song because it was on the radio for a while. I'm not too sure if it still is, but you can also check it out on all the other digital platforms out there. Thanks to Vendo who helped me set it up, and you can also check out my social media. You can go to my Instagram. You can watch random videos. I recently posted like a Malaysia Day 1 minute rap kind of thing. Yeah. So
Dope,
yeah,
dope,
check it out.
dope. We'll include that as well in the link. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan Book, for joining us. Looking forward to this Saturday, 26th of September. Don't miss out. And it's going to be awesome. 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 12 a.m. in Kuala Lumpur. And that will be technically Sunday morning for y'all out there.
Yeah, midnight.
It's hard to manage these time zones, but we try our best. And for me, it's
Yeah, yeah. You're doing a
9
good
a.m.
job.
for me over here on the
Yeah,
West
you're doing
Coast.
good.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so
I
much.
hope you're doing great there, man. Yeah, I hope to see you very, very soon back
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I
Let's
hope.
catch up on another call on the WhatsApp. Maybe it'll be
All right.
easier.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot. One love. Peace.